Okay, this is not one of my normal bikes. This is a 2014 Bonneville Speedmaster. Taking a little test drive today. Got the forward controls. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the exhaust. It has this lovely little barble, blah, 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 when you're slowing down like that. Got these really nice swept back bars. Got a nice big fat seat. I feel like I'm sitting in a comfy chair. This is super comfortable. It's got 8,800 miles on it. This is air cooled, carbureted, pretty low tech, which is kind of what I'm looking for in a cruiser. Kind of dig it. It's really comfortable. Only has a single disc on the front brake, but there's no one behind me here. Slam. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually better than I was expecting. Try it with the rear brake. Oh wow, yeah, the rear brake has some serious bite. Way more than normal, or on any of my other bikes anyway. Got some get up. Clutch feels good. A little bit of bite right there. So, got a real basic odometer up front, speedometer, and there's a RPM right there, but I actually don't see fuel. Interesting. Expected there to be a fuel gauge somewhere. Maybe it's on the odometer if you hit that button on this side, which I will here in a minute. I'll stop and take a look. Actually, maybe I can pull over in here. Pull over right here so we can take a look. Neutral. Gotta find where's the... There we go. There you go. Hey, take a look at the bike. That is a good looking Bonneville. So now let's take a look and see what we got here. Trip 1, trip 2, clock. That's it. No gas mileage. What is that then? Key lock. Looks like it used to be a key lock. Oh, still is. Okay, here we go. Gotta get used to putting my feet forward. And the seat. Definitely not used to that seat. But you're definitely not going to slide off the back because it has like a really strong lip on the end. So, as you can tell, I'm still on the Speedmaster because I traded in the Rebel. I wasn't riding the Rebel very much, and this bike is just so different. This is going to be a totally different kind of ride. So, still has original tires, original brakes, original chain, sprocket, all that good stuff. So, that means I now have a new project bike for this winter. It's going to be this one. So that's pretty exciting. I'll have something to do. And the Rebel, he literally has a waiting list of people waiting on Rebels. He called the first guy on the list, and the guy was there in like 15 minutes. So they're going to flip that thing quick. Pretty cool. Bike goes to someone who will actually use it. He's a first-time rider looking for a bike to learn on. I think that's a great bike to learn on. And I'm looking for a project bike, so this is a good project bike for me. A couple things I have to get used to down here. Like my turn signal was still flashing because it's not in my field of view. I didn't notice it. That's going to take a little while, and there's no fuel gauge. So that's going to take a little bit. It does have a fuel light when you're low, but I don't know when does that come on. So that'll be interesting too. I've never had a bike that didn't have a fuel gauge on it. But I'll figure it out. This has, I think it's a 4.5 or maybe a 5-gallon tank. I have to look it up. It's supposed to get around 45 to 50 miles to the gallon. So that should put me easily at 150 between fuel stops with no problem. But we shall see. So, pretty excited. New project bike, something to work on. My Tiger doesn't need to have anything done on it. It's perfect. Other than I need to do an oil change and chain tension before I go on my trip next week. But I'm pretty excited. Okay. This is the 2014 Speedmaster. I just replaced the headlight. So now it's a bright white. And I adjusted it because I thought the headlight was going to hit people high. So it's about 40 minutes till sunset. So I figure I should be able to see it on the road now. Figure out how it looks. Do I think the adjustment's good or not? I use the adjustment in the Haynes manual, so it should be pretty good. Yeah. Feels like it's at his bumper, not up at his light, not up at his eyes. That's what I wanted. So this is a LED bulb replacement. I can link it in the description. I put these in one of my other Triumphs as well. I was really happy with it. Alright, no one coming? Yeah. That looks good. Happy with that. I have to just say, I love the way this tachometer lights up. At night, the orange matches the orange on the gauge. I think that's cool. But this, you can't hardly see at all, which I get it. At night, with high beams on, you probably don't want a super bright light there. But I think all of these are a little dim, and they're not up in my field of vision. So I end up riding with the blinker on a bunch because I didn't see it. So I could totally see why they did away from this in future versions. Plus, it actually just looks a little wonky. There's two things here that aren't even filled in. They got like plastic fillers in them. I mean, it's fine, but they could have put something there, even though it wasn't functional, to make it look, you know, like a dash. Meh. They wanted that big chrome look, which I gotta be honest with you, I dig it. I think it's pretty cool, the big chrome. I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out on camera, but it's pretty darn bright. It's a pretty good beam down, which is what you need. Not super crazy about that tail light, but we'll see. Another thing I added today was this oil temperature gauge. So right now it's at 70 Celsius.